enjoy it. And here we go.
Kirsten
Tulsi
Gillibrand.
They're talking about people who were running for president in the Democratic Party in 2019, and she says Christian Gillibrand, and Joe Rogan says Tulsi Gabbard, and she says, "Oh, monstrous! Watch this."
Kirsten
Tulsi
Gillibrand. Monstrous.
Monstrous?
Ideas.
Well, when she was 22, she had.
No, she's an Assad toady.
What does that mean?
She.
Okay, I don't know if you heard. Joe goes, "What does that mean?" And she says,
What's
Is
a toady?
I think that I used that word correctly. Jim.
Go to Jamie to back it up.
"When you don't, that's what's called a received opinion, right? So that's not her own opinion. She's heard other people in her neoliberal bubble say that stuff, so she just repeats it. She doesn't even know what the insult means. She writes for the New York Times. Fucking, of course she does. Of course she writes for the New York Times. What?
Better than an Israel toady.
Yeah, here we go. Okay.
I'm very wise. I've got strong opinions. Wait, will you look that up? Just take a
Well,
sec.
she literally tells so much.
Can you check what toady means?
Like towing the line? Is that what it means?
No, I think it's like a.
As far as
Like an angry toad of
I think
some
it's-
sort. It's like a CIA talking point. I think it's a CIA talking point.
Jamie, is there a word describing somebody who has no point of view of their own, or someone just regurgitates views they read on Twitter? Oh, you have that? Is there a picture of me next to that?
It's called a toady. It's called a toady.
This gets worse. This doesn't get better, by the way. It's gonna get worse.
ADIE.
What does that mean?
I think it means what I think it means.
Ah! 3 times he asked her, what does it mean? She's scratching her head, she's chewing her pen.
Definition of toadies.
So they
A
bring it up.
person who
Sycophant,
flatters or defers to others
Yeah.
for self-serving reasons.
A sycophant.
So she's an Assad sycophant.
My-
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's that's
Prove it. Say prove it.
Prove
Say
it.
prove
No.
it.
about her.
It's known.
Like, what did she say that?
Oh, we have to look.
qualifies
I
her?
don't remember the details. I read it.
She's atrocious, a monstrous views. What are they? I don't know. I bet they're pretty bad though, right? Right, Joe, don't you know them? Can you look them up? They're horrible. I bet somebody look them up. What the fuck's going on?
Wait a minute, everybody at the New York Times always agrees with me. Huh?
Say that before we say that about her. We should probably read it rather.
Well, I have read it.
So Joe Rogan, comedian, Fear Factor host Joe Rogan, who announces guys fighting in cages, is now schooling the New York Times journalists. That's how shitty they are. That's how easy it is. All my friends ask me, Jimmy, what do you do with the news? It's easy. This is what I'm up against. It's easy. Easy. So Joe Rogan just asking her, well, maybe we should know what we're saying before we say those things. I'm not a journalist, and I just smoke pot, and I'm pretty sure I'm better than you.
Oh.
It gets worse. It gets. You think it gets? It's not over. It gets worse.
No, I mean,
I
we
just.
should right
Oh,
now.
oh, yeah. Okay.
Just so we know what she said.
Look
I
up
had her
Tulsi
on here
Gabbard.
before,
Look
and I
up
really
Tul-
enjoy talking to her. I like her a lot.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I like talking to her.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
talking to her. I don't know about.
I think she's like the mother load of bad ideas. I'm pretty positive about that.
That's
You're
his
positive
fault,
that
though.
she's the mother load of bad ideas. Do you understand how words work?
I'm pretty positive.
The mother load. I can't even name one of the loads in the mother load.
Google the Tulsi Gabbard mother load. Tulsi Gabbard mother
I'm talking
load.
about that. Let me Google it. Right now, I think she's taking a load in her pants because she didn't expect pushback from Joe Rogan. Oh, nobody ever pushes back at the New York Times. Everybody just lets me call Tulsi Gabbard a Tony, and everyone pats me on the head and says, "Nice work."
But maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe
Maybe you're wrong about the
Maybe.
mother load of bad opinions you just said.
Maybe I'm wrong about the mother load. The fucking mother.
How do you say that? How do you say that so convincingly? Everyone in here is a fucking Russian apologist. I think. I'm not sure. I'm gonna maybe.
Could you look that up?
Could you look up? Are you guys? Could you look up what you are? I just said something emphatically.
I saw 10,000 guys shooting guns the other day. Oh, I don't know if I did. Maybe I didn't. I
They
don't
might have
know.
been water balloons. That was anyway, but you know what I mean. Basically, it's the same thing.
We don't like Tulsi, right?
I work for the New York Times. We've been endorsing coups since 1954.
we were on the Mossadegh. We were on that. New York Times. We were for overthrowing him. Thank you very much. We were on upsetting the Middle East before people even knew there was a Middle East. So here, it gets worse. You think I'm kidding? There's more to this. Watch this.
Well, my take on her was that I think as a person who's coming from the left, who's also a veteran, and is very articulate and sensible and a woman, and in talking to her, we didn't get into Assad or any of those things, but talking to her about what she feels is wrong with the current administration and the way things are running and a direction she thinks things could go in. She has some very promising ideas. I didn't know about this.
But doesn't she also, did she ever apologize for believing in conversion therapy?
Oh, so we just moved off your mother load, where we left Assad and your mother load, and boom, oh my God, you ever get whiplash when you switch fucking topics that fast? Like, I thought we were talking about the Assad mother load. What happened to that? That's all gone. Now, did she ever apologize for this horrible thing that she fucking apologized for a million times? That she did when she was a goddamn teenager? You mean that? Yeah. Yes, she did. Yeah, she did.
And her voting record that now has 100% approval rating from Human Rights Watch. That thing is that the?
You mean the biggest LGBT organization in the world? You mean that?
That one?
Monstrous.
So here we go.
I didn't even know she believed in conversion therapy.
Am I crazy?
Yes.
No, stupid.
There's a difference. No, you're stupid on purpose. And if you were crazy, you wouldn't be worried right now that Joe Rogan is exposing your bullshit. There's a crazy person doesn't know they're crazy. See, you know you're full of shit. That's why you keep using bullshit terms like, I don't know, maybe, am I wrong about that? Could I be wrong about that? Maybe, I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Here we go.
I'm almost positive this is real. I think my father read.
Oh my God! In the cafeteria at the New York Times, they just tell us to say Tony an apologist and that just to say this. We didn't.
I think the sign in the cafeteria of the New York Times says, "I'm almost positive this is real."
And they all tap it like before they go right, like the Notre Dame locker room. I'm almost positive this is real. And their editor gets them all in the room at the beginning of Newsday. Guys, let's try to kind of maybe get it right if you can, or don't worry about it.
That's the good grandmother.
Like
When you
a
say
center.
conversion therapy,
That's the old grandma. I miss that guy.
Oh, you're right.
I miss that guy. I had so much fun with him.
you're
For
talking
gay-
about gay people,
yes.
yeah. No, I didn't know that. I never heard that. I did hear something about when she was very young, she was like
I'm looking this up.
22. She had said something about gay marriage and civil unions that she apologized for. She said that she
Is she promoting her book, I'm Pretty Sure?
And the subtitle is words I've heard.
It doesn't get better. Here we go.
Assad in Syria without informing top Democrats.
Okay, so now the guy who works with Joe Rogan brought up her thing about Syria, and here we go.
Yeah, she's
She said she went on a fact-finding mission in support of peace for Syrian people, but characterized U.S.-backed rebels as terrorists.
Because they are. You know why? Because they're fucking terrorists. And we've been arming and funding al-Nusra, Al-Qaeda, and ISIS in Syria. The goddamn CIA admits it in her own fucking paper, but it's on page 68, okay? Yeah, so, and she doesn't know this. She doesn't know, Barry Weiss has not been told this, right?
You know what, Jimmy? I just want to say that if anybody wants to smear me, go right ahead as long as my photo looks this great.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Why can't gals smile more?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, don't you think most of the world's problems come down to gals just frowning too much? There was a time when we'd come home and you'd greet us with a smile, and we'd forget about the coup that we just organized.
Okay, so that's a snippet. I wanted to play that for you. That's the hilarious Paul Gilmartin.